yourself to sleep in the middle of the night when you awake? Are you calling out for me? Do you ever reminisce? I can't believe I'm acting like this.
He is a 16-time Grammy-nominated artist with over 20 albums over the past 3 decades. R&B superstar Brian McKnight has several upcoming performances in Chicago, and right now we're excited to catch up with him. Brian, thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is great to see you, and I'm wondering how it's been as a performer during this whole lockdown. I can't imagine what it's like. It's got to be great going back on tour, but what did you do during the whole pandemic?
You know, I sort of hesitate to say, but the pandemic was very good to us because, one, you know, we were all very safe and healthy, me and my family, but we also got to spend every second together, and it's not something we always get to do. And I'm not sure if I would have taken a 1.5-year vacation ever in my career of working nonstop for 30 years. So it was great. I think my body needed it. My voice needed it. I honestly, I think the fans needed it, because as we've come back onto the road, I think that they realized that something that they were taking for granted, just being able to go and see anybody that they wanted, could happen at any moment. So they're more enthusiastic, they're more into it than I've seen in probably 10 years.
I read that you said you didn't think your career would last this long. Why did you have such a lack of confidence?
It's not that it was a lack of confidence. It's just you don't see a lot of 30-year careers. Next year is the 30th anniversary of my first album.
Unreal.
And I always play this sort of weird game with myself. Even when I know a show is sold out, I mentally tell myself that nobody's going to come, because it makes me give everything that I've got when I see how many people actually show up.
Unreal. And I'm going through the list of the collaborations you've had over the years, and it's like a who's who. Quincy Jones, Justin Timberlake, Mariah Carey, Diddy, Christina Aguilera, Rascal Flatts. I mean, everybody, Kenny G, Willie Nelson. How do all of those come together? I mean, everyone would like to duet with some of those artists.
And where's Michael McDonald on that list? Isn't he on everyone's list?
He might be in there
You
somewhere.
know what's funny? The very first thing I ever did in Hollywood when I got there was sing backgrounds on a Michael McDonald record back in like 1990.
Wow.
So he's not on the list, but he is on the list. I think that musicians and singers, we just naturally gravitate towards each other. And when you like what somebody else does and they like what you do, sometimes it's like, let's have lunch, let's do something, but occasionally it actually works out.
You know, when I see a guitar back there, Brian, and it's almost like you're begging us to ask you to play a song. Do you play the guitar, or is that like a decoration?
It's about 8 feet away. That one's 8 feet away. That one's about 10 feet away. But there's a piano right here.
Oh, is there?
What can you play?
No kidding.
So I'm actually in my studio. So
Nice.
So were you planning on playing a song just for us?
No, it's just, I think it's kind of cool. You know, it's funny when you see people doing these Zoom things and you decide, well, why did they choose to go there? It's because I have all these plaques back there. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it in here. And we have dogs, so at any moment they could start barking. And so this is my quiet space.
So did I read correctly that you play 9 instruments?
I can play 9 instruments. I usually only play about 4, but I can play 9.
Oh, slacking off.
All right.
Only
So
9.
what do you play on the piano when you're kind of doing your warm-up? Could you do a warm-up session for us?
You know, normally I just play whatever my fingers decide to. I'm always trying to find new things and ways to, because I came from a jazz background. Just practice.
Oh. So Brian, when people come to your shows now, is it a lot of you just going through your music catalog, or what will people see? Are you playing? Are you just singing?
Well, it's interesting. At the Wintrust show, it's a who's who of 90s R&B. I get about 30 minutes on stage. So it's just hits with me and my band. But when I come back to City Winery, it's my singer-songwriter show, where I bring my piano, my guitar, and I tell the stories behind the songs that I've written. And I pretty much, do requests. I do kind of like what I would have done when I was 18, just sort of in a cafe. I just kind of play and sing at that show. But I have several different shows that I play, and it's great to be able to do all of them. And to do them this closely in Chicago at the same time is really, really cool.
Are you playing with Belle Biv DeVoe? Do you do a jazz version of Poison?
No. It would be great if we could all collab that way, and maybe one day, that'll be the case. But we kind of all have our designated slots. But it's great to be on a bill with so many great artists that night. Silk and there's a bunch. Tevin Campbell. It's going to be kind of like the Motown reviews back in the day.
Oh, it's so great to talk to you, Brian. Thanks so much for taking the time. Chicago R&B Fest is at the Wintrust Arena on October 30th, and you can find Brian all over social media. And when is that show at the City Winery, Brian?
City Winery is the 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I'm not sure I think it's 24-25 or 23-24. Don't put me on the spot, but it is the Tuesday and Wednesday right before Thanksgiving.
Those are the party nights to go out, Larry.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
You.